Now, are you going to turn the metronome? No, you're not going to. You have to figure out the tempo in the beginning and keep it, okay? So if you start slow at that tempo, keep it through. If not, it sounds like you're rushing. If you play it too fast, slow it down just a little bit somewhere, okay? Because you know you're going to get nervous, and the first thing people do is play too fast because they're nervous, okay? So what's the best plan of trying to find the tempo? Maybe you should hear the tempo somewhere, a metronome somewhere, before no one can hear you turn on the metronome, and then have a seat and think about the metronome or the tempo. That's what conductors do. Because they're not going to have a metronome on the stand. So what they do? The first thing they think about is the tempo to conduct with everyone. So don't go too fast because you're nervous. Always go slower when you're nervous, okay? Okay, so go ahead. So walk, go over to the other side, walk in, bow, introduce yourself, and then play. Let's do it as like a drill so that you're used to performing like this. If you mess up, keep going. Forget about practicing. If you mess up, we'll think about it later. Just go through it, okay?
I'm going to be playing Bourree by J.S. Bach.
Okay, have a seat for a minute. Let's evaluate what I heard. Okay, so we're gonna do it again, but let's work on a few things. Okay, so the chords again. It's a little bit off time. Okay, it throws it off. I'm not sure what the tempo is until after you played that chord. Do you understand? And then I'm like, okay, now you establish the chord, the tempo, right? You started out fairly fast, 130. Then you slow down at B. It's a very, very crazy, but you slow down a little bit. Then at C, you had some speed, but then you remember what I said, and then you slow down. So within that C, you were at 130 to 125. And then at D, you were at 120. You slowed down so much. I was like, there's so many different speeds here. And then when you got to E, you went back to 125, okay? And then you slow down with the ritardendo, but you didn't slow down at the beginning again. The beginning, you back to 130. And then you were back to 135 at the end. Okay, so what am I saying? Oh, it's almost like a surprise for me with all these tempo changes. You definitely are doing what you're supposed to with the ritardendo at the end, but you start ritardendoing everywhere. It's like you don't need to do that. You just need to do at the end of C and at the end of E. There's only 2 spots, okay? But after the ritardendo, don't forget to play slower or at the same tempo. It's up to you, okay? At E, keep it. Keep the same tempo. From E to D should be the same tempo, okay? No slowing down between phrases. At the end, you can, if you want to. I told you should slow down just for sake. But you slow down not even the note before the chord. You slow down within the measure of, which kind of throws me off. Like you slow down, and then you slow down really slow. You know what I mean? It should be just maybe 2 notes. The note before and then the chord is enough, or the 2 notes before. But don't give it where dramatic ritardendo whole measure, which you did. You did a ritardendo that was very slow somewhere. I think at the end of C, you had a dramatic one the first time through. I was like, well, then that's why D was so slow, because you couldn't find the tempo after that. You're like, okay, I'm just going to start slow. Okay, so strategy 1, keep 130 as the minimum. When you slow down, go back to 130. Or, if you're going to slow down at D, slow down but go back to 130 at A. Do you understand? But the ritardendo don't have to slow down that much. Think about the tempo before you slow down. So play it, and then you slow down and go back to it. Okay? Good job on the intonation. I felt like your intonation is really good. I didn't hear any bothered note that was out of tune, or any weird double noting or string crossing issues. Okay? Let's work on the double stops section for a minute. Remember, you don't have time to lift now. You have to just let it go. Make it it's almost right on the strings. There's no lift. It takes time to lift, right? So you don't want to be at the frog because it hops. You hop at the frog. So what should you do? Keep it on more upper middle, because it keeps you down, right? Yeah. Instead of a long one, because the long one gets you to the frog. If you played it slow, you can do that, but it's fast. You can't play it like that, say? So you want to keep it maybe to the half, and then play the chord with the whole upper half, okay? Sorry again. Just those pickup, the pickup and the chord and the two notes after. Yeah, now you have to make sure you're in time. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, not dum. You're prolonging the chord now. Da da dum, ba da dum, bum, ba da da dum. Okay. Sheep. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. When do you stop? You have to stop. Okay. Do it again. Think of a sheep bowing. Bah. Good job. The note after that needs to be a little bit longer. The last note. Yeah, do it again. Yeah, why? Because it gets you to the middle part of the bow. If you keep playing it short, it gets to the tip, right? So every time you have that, and it's not like you're pulling longer and keeping a legato. What? You're separating still, but it's a little longer with a little quick up bows, right? Right? Quick up bows. So now Let's play from 2 chords, the whole first line. Better, in time. You ready for another one? Okay, go back there. Whenever you're ready, clear your mind. Think of it as another performance.
I'm gonna be playing Bourree by J.S. Bach.
Okay, have a seat. I thought you did so much better. I know you made a mistake a little bit, but that was just a little something. Don't worry about it, okay? I thought you did just what I told you to do. It sounded much more of a finished product, I think.